So now dear student, we are going to discuss question number 3.26. In this question it is given to you, two stones are thrown up simultaneously from edge of a cliff 200 meter high with initial speed of 15 meter per second and 30 meter per second. Verify that the graph shown in a figure correctly represents time variation of a relative position of second stone with respect to first. Clear? We have to neglect here air resistance and assume that stone do not rebound after hitting the ground. Clear? So this question is given to you. Now let us try to solve this question. Clear? So concentrate on a screen. Now listen carefully. In this question it is given to you, two stones are thrown simultaneously from edge of a cliff. So let's suppose we are taking here reference. Let's suppose this is a reference. Clear? Let's suppose this is ground. Clear? Let's suppose here we have a cliff. Let's suppose this one. Clear? And actually we are throwing two objects simultaneously in vertically upward direction. So we can see here we have, let's suppose u1. This is 15 meter per second. This is given in a question, and we have another object having initial velocity 30 meter per second. This is given to you. Clear? So now we are throwing this two balls simultaneously in vertical upward direction. Fine. Now we have to verify that the graph this is shown in a figure, this is correct or not. Yes or no? So now listen carefully. Now let's suppose I am taking this ground as an origin. Clear? And height of this cliff is given to you 200 meter. Clear? So let's suppose if we discuss about position of two different particles after time t. So how can we write? I can write like this x1. x1 means what? Position of a particle after time t. Clear? So we can write like this x1. This is equal to what? 200 plus, because we are taking reference this ground. So 200 plus. Now you can say whenever we are throwing an object in vertical upward direction, it will move under the influence of gravity, and we can say constant acceleration will act on that body. It means we can apply equation of motion. So from here you can say initial speed we have 15. So ut plus half of at square. So we can say 15t plus 1 by 2. Now listen carefully. If we are taking vertical upward direction positive, we can say this is minus g and this is t square. Yes or no? So from here we can write like this x1. This is equal to 200 plus 15t minus. If we are taking value of g, this is 10. So we can write like this. This is 5t square. Clear? Similarly, we can write for particle number second also. So we can write like this x2. This is equal to, we can say again we have 200 plus initial velocity in upward direction, this is 30t minus half of g t square. Clear? From here we can say x2 value is given 200 plus 30t minus 5t square. Clear to you? Yes or no? So we can say here we are having two equations. This is for x1 and this one is for x2. Clear to you? Yes or no? So now I am rubbing all these things and I am just writing here value x1 and x2. So x1 we have 200 plus 15t. I am writing here x1. This is equal to 200 plus 15t minus 5t square. Clear? And I am writing here x2 also. So value of x2, this is given by 200 plus 30t minus this is 5t square. Clear to you? Now first we will try to find that at what time body 1 and or we can say this stone, at what time stone number 1 or stone number 2 it hit to the ground. Clear? So we can say if we are taking reference to this ground. Clear? So first I am finding here when x1 will be 0. Yes or no? So when we will put like this, we can write like this 200 plus 15t minus 5t square, this should be equal to 0. Clear? And we can also write like this t square minus 3t minus 40, this should be equal to 0. Yes or no? T square positive, this is minus 3t, this is also minus, and we can say this is 40. Clear? So how can we write here? Because this is 40, so we can write like this, t square minus 8t plus 5t minus 40, this should be equal to 0. Clear? From here we can write like this, t minus 8 plus 5 t minus 8, this should be equal to 0. Clear? So from here we can say t minus 8 and this is t plus 5, this should be equal to 0. Clear? So from here we can say t value we have, this is equal to 8 and t not equal to minus 5. Clear? So it means we can say actually t equal to minus 5, but we know time is always positive, so we will not take it into consideration. Clear? So it means we can say particle, or we can say stone number 1, it will come to rest or it will come to ground at time t equal to 8 seconds. Clear to you? Yes or no? So I am writing here. Clear? So from here we can say that this particle come to rest at t1 equal to, or let's suppose t equal to 8 seconds. Clear to you? Now let us try to find which stone will come to rest first. Clear? So we can say, we can assume it is particle or stone, but if we talk about stone, let us try to find the time in which this stone is coming to the ground, stone number 2. Clear? So we can write like this, 200 plus 30t minus 5t square, this should be equal to 0. From here you can write like this, t square minus 6t minus 40, this should be equal to 0. Clear? From here we can say this is 10t plus 40 minus 40, this should be equal to 0. Clear? So if we take here t common, t minus 10 plus 4 t minus 10, this should be equal to 0. Clear? So we can say t minus 10 t plus 4, this should be equal to 0. Clear? So we can write like this, this is equal to 10 minus 4. So definitely we can say time we will not take negative. So here we can say time we have, this is 10 seconds. So small t we can say this is 10 seconds. Clear to you? So now we can say this particle come to rest at 10 seconds. Yes or no? Clear to you? Yes. So now you can say, if we compare stone number 1 and stone number 2, clear, which stone first come to rest or which stone first come to ground. So we can say stone number 1. Clear? So if we find here, because we have to draw here a graph between x2 minus x1 and time. Clear? So we can write like this, if we do here x2 minus x1, clear, we can say 200 cancel, 30t minus 15t, this is 15t and this one is also cancelled out. Clear? So from here you can say up to time from 0 to 8 second, 0 to 8 second, x2 minus x1, this is equal to 15t. Yes or no? So we can say from t equal to 0 to t equal to 8 second, we can say x2 minus x1 is directly proportional to t. Clear to everyone? Yes. Now what will happen after 8 second? We can say first stone come to rest, and what about second stone? So we can say only second stone will move with this equation. Follow this trajectory, 200 plus 30t minus 5t square. Clear to you? So this second number stone follow this trajectory. From here you can say x is actually varying according to minus t square. It means this is showing a parabolic path. Clear? Yes. So we can say this is showing a parabolic path, and stone number 2, it will also come to rest at t equal to 10 seconds. So at t equal to 10 seconds, stone 2 come to rest. Clear? And what will happen after 10 seconds? So we can write like this, x2 minus x1, because second stone also come to ground, x1 is already on the ground, so we can say this always come out to be 0. It means we can say x2 minus x1 now is not varying with time. That's why we can say here we are getting this constant and this graph. Clear? This is on x time axis. Yes or no? So it means we can say the graph that is given to you, this is perfectly correct according to given situation. Clear to everyone?